Cory is actually out again. He's spending some time with baby Leo, but I had an awesome guest who is available this week, and we're lucky she's available. Heather Burho is one of our senior sales recruiters, and she just bought a house yesterday, so we're glad she could take some time to chat with us.
Yeah, moving to the burbs.
Love it. Yeah, we're excited for you.
Thanks.
And this week we wanted to talk about something. Heather told me a great story yesterday, and I thought that it would be an interesting conversation about those things that you can't find on a resume and why you should not only base, whether you'll see a candidate based on their resume.
Yeah, so a couple months ago I was working with a company who had come to me and said that they were looking for an inside sales person who maybe was on the more entry-level side of their career, who was going to be able to wear a lot of hats in terms of both proactive sales position and kind of some account management, some research, some kind of a diverse position. So they kind of had an idea of the parameters in terms of what they were looking for. And as I started doing my sourcing, of course, I certainly met with candidates that, kind of matched the description. Yeah, but I also met one candidate in particular who really kind of wowed me, and I thought that she would be potentially a really great fit, even though a lot of the intangibles that they said that they thought would be a good fit weren't necessarily in line. But we put her forward for the job. She interviewed, she got it, and I checked in with her yesterday, 2 months after starting, and she's already up for promotion. So this was a role that was outside of her industry that she'd worked in for 25 years, kind of a brand new start, and she is killing it. So yeah,
it's just I love hearing that kind of thing, especially because I doubt any of the things that made her so successful in the role were on her resume.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, of course, she had definitely some sales experience, which is where I think, a lot of this can be transferable.
More of that like soft skills versus hard skills.
Exactly.
It's hard to fake the hard skills, but the soft skills tend to be something that you can only figure out meeting somebody and interacting with them and communicating with them.
Yeah.
And you probably find that a lot more in sales positions.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. And I think that anybody who has spent time reviewing resumes and then meeting people in person can attest to the fact that the piece of paper does not always match up to whether or not it's going to be a good candidate. So, so that's obviously another benefit of working with a recruiter and using us to help source candidates for you in terms of being able to identify some of those intangibles and those more transferable skills.
And was it a hard sell having the company meet with this candidate, or were had you met with them before, kind of knew what they were looking for and were able to explain that?
Yeah, initially, again, I was a little hesitant to make the presentation, but they had already met a couple of candidates that I put forward, and I think they had a sense that I understood what they needed, and so he was pretty receptive, and then immediately wowed by her. So
yeah, I love that.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, so we would love to hear your thoughts as well about, candidates that you've taken a chance on, things that you can't find on a resume, and, follow along, #humanjobsearch, and we will see you next week.
Yeah, thanks for having me.